welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamika. This is Library of Tomes, where I talk to you about all the bookish things going on in my life. Hi, welcome back. How are you? Today I am bringing you something really awesome, and I'm really excited to share. I had this idea back in the summer, and I was prepping for the end of the year and thinking about like what I wanted to do for December, and specifically I want to do something fun and something like different. And originally I was thinking maybe a readathon, maybe this or maybe that, and then this idea hit me and I thought the 12 days of HEAs would be the perfect thing to do at the end of the year. This is 12 videos in a row, all collab videos with some of my best friends here in the community and some amazing other romance booktubers, and we are going to be collabing all on my channel for 12 days straight. So here's day one. We are going to be doing age gap romances, and I'm gonna go ahead and let them tell you who they are and give you their recommendation. I'll pop back in on the end and I'll give you mine.
Hi, I'm Heather from Handbook Tubes, where I talk mostly about romance via trope or subgenre. I like to recommend based on a theme. So this one, Age Gap, I decided just to pick like my most recent favorite, and that is Little Dove by Layla Frost. This book is so good. I'm trying so hard to get Tamika to read it when she gets out of her reading slump. This is about a 17-year-old who witnesses her father's murder by the hero, who is like a mafia-esque guy, on her 17th birthday. He doesn't realize that she's in the house. He decides to keep her instead of killing her, and she lives with him and his staff for an entire year, with him making zero moves on her. This does start out as a captive captor and a little bit dark, not super dark, but you can see how him trying to keep her from running away would not be the most fun learning curve. It's age gap. It is daddy kink, which would be like a protective dom who provides for her, just wants to take care of her. There's no little play or age play, and it's also mafia, and it is so good. He calls her his little dove, and they end up having like a fantastic relationship with really healthy communication. And like I said, nothing happens before her 18th birthday at all whatsoever. Like, she doesn't even have any idea that he is attracted to her. Like, she doesn't even know, because he has very little contact with her because he's keeping himself in check until he can do it. So I love this. I have like a thing for protectors, and I just love how he does anything and everything that she could possibly want for her, and it's just so good to her. It's so good. It's so good, and I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, and you should really read it. Thanks.
Hey guys, I'm Jessen from Jessen Reads Romance, and I'm so excited to be here on Tamika's channel for the 12 days of HEA. My recommendation for an age gap romance is Torn by Carrie Cole. Carrie Cole is one of my favorite indie authors, and I just love this world that she's created because her Ashes and Embers series and the All Torn Up series are kind of connected, but you don't need to read one to read the other. And Torn holds a very special place in my heart. Since age gap is a little bit taboo in and of itself, this one has a little bit more of a taboo element because this is a in love with my father's best friend romance. There is a 15-year age gap between the hero and the heroine. But what makes this romance so special to me is that Torrin and Kenzie are actually kind of best friends. They have a very close bond, and Kenzie is very mature for her age. She's a little bit of an old soul, and she's always hung out with her father, and her uncles are a very close-knit family, and Torrin is kind of part of that group. Torrin used to be part of the band that Kenzie's dad is in, Ashes and Embers. He was one of the founding members, but he had to drop out because of commitments with his family. So he and Kenzie naturally spent a lot of time together, but as Kenzie has grown up, their relationship is starting to change, and this is also kind of a friends to lovers romance because the change in their relationship is gradual. The feelings were not always there. The relationship starts to change, and I just think that if you are into this type of romance and you're not squeaked out by age gap romances, that this is definitely one to read.
Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay from Shay Geeks Out, and I am so grateful for Tamika for organizing this collaboration. I'm really excited. So today I'm here to mention my favorite age gap romance. For that, I actually chose a manga. I read a lot of manga and romance on my channel, and a lot of romance-centered manga. So for today's pick, I am choosing Cutie and the Beast. This one is by Yuhi Azumi. This is about a 29-year-old professional wrestler and an 18-year-old girl. She sees him for who he is. It's glorious. I absolutely adore this. Kuga is a cinnamon roll. He definitely is just so pure. He has a pet bunny, and he just wants someone to see him for who he is. He plays the antagonist in wrestling, so he's always playing the bad guy. So for someone to see his sweet and gentle soul is just exactly what he needs. And Momoka loves his big, tough exterior, but she also loves his really sweet side. So she sees all parts of him and understands and respects all of that. And so it's about them getting to know one another and considering entering a relationship. And that's where this volume ends. There's only volume 1 out right now. I believe volume 2 comes out in January. I'm very, very excited. So thank you guys so much for hearing what I had to say. You can find me on all my socials at Shae Geeks Out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hi, my name is Jenn from the Book Refuge, bringing you one of my favorite age gaps from this year. First off, I'll tell you, this was like impossible to choose, okay? Because age gaps is one of my favorite tropes, and I read so many of them, and so it was so hard to choose one. But I wanted to go with one that I think is a little unconventional, and one that is a trope that doesn't get shown as much, and that is for The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan. This is book 2 in her Nashville Neighborhood series, but they're all stand alone. They are slightly connected, but yeah, this one is actually a older woman, younger man, and so this is actually a best friend's son's romance, or mom's best friend romance, which I just feel like I'd never read one like that before. I'd read some where the woman is older, but in general, usually when the woman's older, there's not quite this kind of an age gap. So yeah, I love this one. He I think is 23 or 24, and he's been cleaning the pool of his mom's best friend for the last few years. She recently got divorced. She caught her husband with another man, so she's also in the music industry in Nashville, and one day she stays home from work to topless sunbathe in her backyard, and the pool boy comes in and finds her, and they are both like super attracted by each other. And so they just are, well, he has always had a thing for her, which was also really cute because she was married and also a lot older than him, and so he didn't think he'd ever have a shot with her. And then to just have her look at him in a different way, he's very excited by this, obviously, and they just have a really beautiful love story in here. And the thing about it that was so unique to me as well is, again, I've read lots of older men age gaps, and usually in that situation, when like the dad finds out, you know what to expect. He's gonna be angry, he's gonna hit the person, if we're gonna have a big fight, it's gonna throw down. But I thought it was very interesting to see this from, you know, what this would be like if it was a mom who found out that her friend was sleeping with her son, and just like what that emotion would be. So just a twist on the age gap situation, and very enjoyable. It's by Nikki Sloan. Nikki Sloan is fantastic. If you've never read a Nikki Sloan before, this would be a great place to start. Thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Jess, and my channel and blog name is From Me to You Video Photography and Book Reviews. So thank you, Tamika, for having me here. I am here to talk about an age gap book recommendation, and the one, my go-to usually for this type of recommendation is Crashed Out, which is book 1 in Tessa Bailey's Made in New Jersey series. And oh my god, it is so good. The age gap is actually Jasmine, who is 7 years older from Sarge, S-A-R-G-E, Sarge, I think. Anywho, so they know each other because she is his older sister's best friend, and he's always had a crush on her, but he went off and made it big as being a rock star and is back home. I forget why, but he goes home and is crashing in her apartment, and they have very, very, very hot scenes that I love and can remember and recall. Even before they get to the hot scenes, they had some, yeah, whew, steamy scenes with walls in between. Awesome. Love it, recommend it, go check it out. Also check out my channel if you get a chance too.
So obviously I had to go with Brianna Hale for my age gap romance, and the one I want to choose is The Protege. I love this book so much. So this is an age gap romance between Laszlo and Isabeau. I always want to call her Isabeau, that's not her name. I also want to call her Isabel, that's again not her name. Anyway, this is an age gap romance between them. He is her protege and he has trained her to become a really great musician, and she develops feelings for him. He actually takes her in when she is really young, so he finds her and he takes her in, and she had like really bad home life, so she becomes his ward and he is her guardian. And on her 18th birthday, she shares that she has feelings for him, and they have a disagreement of sort. He kind of pushes her away and says, no, like, I don't want to be with you like that. And they come back together 3 years later. I love this story. It's a daddy kink. I love it so much, and I really recommend you check it out if you like daddy kink, obviously, because why would you not like daddy kink around here? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the first day of the 12 days of HEAs. I am so excited to be sharing all these videos with you all, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the next day. If you want to be my friend on any other platform, all the links are in the description, as well as all of the links to the books mentioned by all of the other amazing booktubers who are part of this collaboration, and their social links all down below if you want to check them out. And we will see you again tomorrow for another video in this series.